Hey, what's up guys? I am going to make myself some lunch and I figured turn the camera on and share with you what I'm making. For the first time in my entire life, I'm going to be making a real grilled cheese sandwich. Now, I've had countless grilled cheese sandwiches which were all imposters. They were really sauteed cheese sandwiches or stovetop pan-fried cheese sandwiches. With the thousands of grilled cheese sandwiches I've ever had, I've never had one that was actually grilled. So I'm going to attempt that today. However, there's nothing wrong with the old, Kraft singles American cheese on white bread. But I'm going to try and make one a little bit more, for a mature, sophisticated palate. I'm making it kind of, I don't even know the word for it. I'm making it fancy. So anyway, here's what I got going on here. I got oat nut bread, just because it's a little bit healthier than white bread. And it actually tastes pretty darn good. I'm getting used to eating it. I rarely eat bread. I don't have a whole lot of breads or a lot of carbs in general, not a whole lot of pasta, stuff like that. But occasionally I will have it, and I won't just do straight bread or straight pasta. I'll do some kind of wheat or grain. And they usually do pack a lot of flavor. So anyway, oat nut bread. So you can take out 2 slices of that. I'm just going to make one sandwich here for lunch. I'll cut up an apple or something with it. Put that off to the side. Okay. I have a little bit of butter for the bread to throw on the grill. I don't know how that looks to you, but trust me, it's not that much. It's probably 1 tablespoon of butter. And for both slices of bread, it's really not a lot at all. So very little butter, but just, you gotta have butter on a grilled cheese sandwich. So, whoa, earthquake. Actually, there's recently an earthquake in the area, and they can't stop talking about the news until maybe a celebrity dies or there's something else to talk about. But anyway, didn't mean to bump the camera there. The cheese I'm using today, again, nothing wrong with Kraft singles, but this is a very expensive, very delicious aged white cheddar. And again, something I don't, always get, but it happened to be on sale. It was a block like maybe this big, and it was like $7 on sale. So it's expensive crap. I don't always get it, but let me tell you, it is really, really good. But anyway, I'm going to cut up some slices of that for the cheese. I have a red pear here, which I'm going to be cutting very thinly to put on the sandwich, as well as some plum jam. So I know that may sound strange. It's kind of like a Martha Stewart / Emerald fancy grilled cheese sandwich. It's not just the standard run-of-the-mill ghetto sandwich. So trust me, it may sound funky having a pear on your grilled cheese, but it's going to be absolutely delicious. I know of it because I've made this before. Besides this, if you want to be a man's man and beef it up a little bit, you could throw some ham on here or some bacon to make it a little bit more hearty if you want to have it for dinner or something. But this is just a quick little lunch. So first, let me cut the cheese. Cut the cheese. Just a cold steel kitchen knife here. This is actually the paring knife, which I'm actually going to use to cut the pear. Alright, should be enough. So this is the first thing that's going to go down on the sandwich. Just put a couple slices on there. And it should be plenty. Okay, it's going off to the side again. Now we're going to get our pear. Just going to cut some slivers off the side here. Again, I want these to be pretty thin. I'll just snack on this while I'm waiting for this to grill up. So I won't waste that. I'll actually eat most of that. But just some pretty thin slices here. Actually, it looks like little red potatoes, but some nice pear. And what I'm gonna do is actually gonna put the jam on the other slice of bread. So the pears have something to stick to, kind of like glue. And this is really good stuff. Plum jam. I mean, I've always been a peanut butter and grape jelly kind of guy, but I tried different kinds of jams, different fruits and stuff, and you might not always go to the store thinking you're going to get plum jam, but I'm telling you, get plum, fig, crap like that's really good. And you don't really know unless you try it. But most of the time you go, ugh, sounds gross. Apricot, stuff like that. Stuff that sounds like your grandmother would eat, but it's actually really tasty. So this is going to add a little bit of sweetness to the sandwich. That good melted cheese and the grilled bread. And by the way, this is a healthier version. If I can make this how I really wanted it, I would do tons and tons of bacon on it, and I would use like a ciabatta bread, or even better yet, focaccia bread. Focaccia bread is my favorite bread of all time. Nice big loaf of focaccia with like some grilled vegetables on top of it. Holy crap, I'm in heaven. So anyway, put that off to the side just for now. We got the jam, a couple slices of pear. Don't have to go nuts here. Alright, on the other side we have our cheese. Make sure I line this up right. There we go. Simple as that. And I'm going to take a brush and just brush on the butter on both sides here. And we're going to throw it on the grill. I put 2 burners on. And what I did was I put on high just to get the whole grill nice and hot. And get the grates real hot. But now to cook this, I want to put it on low. Reason being is I want the cheese to melt and kind of act as a glue to keep the entire sandwich together. And if the heat is too high, what's going to happen is the outside, the bread is going to toast up and darken way too fast. And if the cheese isn't melted, when I go to move the sandwich, I mean, first off, I want melted cheese, but most importantly, the whole thing will just fall apart and be a huge mess. So the trick here is to get the grill nice and hot, but then put it on low heat. Here we go. So let that grill up a little bit. I'm going to check this by just lifting the top piece. And by the way, the cheese side is down, so it's closest to the heat. I'm going to set this, let it melt, let it do its thing. You know, those flavors meld together. And then I'm going to check on it. Once cheese melted, I'll flip it over. Ah, I hate that. I could have sworn I just recorded me flipping it, and I didn't. In fact, I forgot to show off last time. So when I hit record, it stopped it as opposed to started it. But anyway, I just flipped the thing. Cheese is starting to melt pretty good. Held the sandwich together, just used some tongs to flip this. It was an executive decision. I didn't want to use a spatula because I figured I'd flip it like crazy and if the thing falls apart, it's going to make a big mess and then you lose your lunch. So I used the tongs, got a good old grip, flipped it over. Pretty straightforward. So I'm letting the other side crisp up pretty nice. This one looks pretty good. It's not going to be too dry, of course. If you wanted to, you can add more butter at this point, but you know, it might be tastier, but it's certainly not healthier. But anyway, just gonna let this finish up, and then I'll cut it up and eat it, and that's pretty much it. I mean, what else can I do, right? All right. So due to movie editing magic, we're going to cut right now to me eating this thing. All right, so there it is, a genuine cutlerylover, actually grilled cheese sandwich. So let's check it out. Still hot. Looking tasty. A little messy, but I'm gonna take a bite of this. Holy friggin' Christmas. That is delicious. It's really, really good. I can't tell you how much that the jam does for the sandwich. I mean, you would never think in a million years to put jelly or jam, you know, on a grilled cheese sandwich. It just sounds stupid. It sounds gross to some people. But I'm telling you, it really adds something. It adds a depth of flavor. I mean, it's really sweet already, but the grilling kind of caramelizes that a little bit. It's almost like a syrup sweetness, but it's absolutely delicious. So much so that I'm going to be rude and take another bite. I'm telling you guys, this is it right here. That is a grilled cheese sandwich. That is so good. It really, I mean, it's built differently. Like I said, a normal grilled cheese, American cheese, doesn't matter what kind you like. You know, on white bread, done. A little butter on the bread, grill it in the pan, boom, grilled cheese. But this is so much more. It tastes phenomenal. It is really that good. The only thing missing here is a really good pickle, or maybe some like you know, homemade tomato soup or something. But wow, booby! I'm telling you, buying a good, like a really good quality cheese makes a world of a difference. Like the depth of flavor is really, it's hard to even explain. Most people watching this are thinking, you know, what are you talking about, man? You know, it's cheese on bread. You know, what's the big deal? I'm telling you, I've had many grilled cheese sandwiches, and this one definitely takes cake. So I'm going to stop talking and just eat the rest of this thing because it's good. Wow. Alright, well, I am going to finish this. It's delicious. Oh, look at that. That's good stuff right there. Alton Brown would say that was good eats. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoy the video. I am definitely enjoying this lunch. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, guys.